Well, Joe and Benny come over, and Grandpa John was looking so forward to seeing you guys.
My oh my, I just love the sound of Christmas morning. It reminds me of growing up on the farm when all the family would gather together, Mom and Dad, and make the biggest pancake breakfast. And we had scrambled eggs, bacon, cat head biscuits, sausage, gravy, and the biggest pancakes ever. It's a biscuit as big as a cat head. That's what? Delicious.
Grandma Miller, what was Christmas like for you growing up?
Well, we never had much, but we had each other, and that was enough. My oldest brother, Joe, was in the Army during World War II, and we weren't sure we'd ever see him again. When it became Christmas time in 1944, Mama was so worried because we hadn't received a letter from him in some time. We had all settled down to open gifts, and there was a knock at the door. We weren't expecting anyone, and it gave Mama quite a shock. I ran to open it, and it was Santa Claus. I was about as surprised as a 7-year-old could be. He walked in, big white beard, red suit, big black boots, and a sack of toys for me and my other siblings, all 6 of us. He winked at Daddy, then walked right over to Mama, wrapped her in a big hug, and said, "Merry Christmas, Mama, I'm home." It was Joe, all dressed up, home from war. Lord, Mama about died. She couldn't decide whether to laugh or cry, so she did both. That was the happiest Christmas I recall.
Yes, dear. That reminds me of when my Uncle Jimmy dressed up as Santa and tried to wiggle down the chimney. Except he was so big, he's a big man, okay, and quickly realized he wouldn't fit. So then he thought he could sneak in through a window while we were all still asleep, which would have worked, except he chose the wrong window. Because he came in the window where the dog's sleeping. So old Rambler grabbed hold of Jimmy's coat and would not let go. So we all awoke to Jimmy yelling for Rambler to let him go. So by the time Mama and Daddy flipped on the lights in the kitchen and all of us kids ran downstairs, Rambler was actually sitting on top of Jimmy, who was face down on the floor like he was king of the mountain or something. Jimmy for sure was mad, but Daddy was laughing so hard that he couldn't even talk.
Your Uncle Jimmy is Santa?
No, he was just a poor planner.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Christmas tradition growing up was walking around the neighborhoods, houses, and singing the carol.
That's my favorite memory too.
It is, why?
Because that's how we met. I remember it was like yesterday, Christmas Eve 1964. We just set up all the presents when we heard singing outside and rushed to the windows. There was a group of carolers, each holding a candle, singing the most wonderful songs. When the group started to sing Silent Night, and one pretty voice stood out from the rest. Sounds like an angel singing. It was dark outside then, but all I could see was her eyes and nose from the candlelight as she sang. But I was in love right then. Asked her for our very first date that night.
And that's why we've been together ever since.
Speaking of Christmas memories, I think we should just make one right now to teach the kids our favorite Christmas carols.
That's a great idea, Aunt Betty. Will you start?
I love to.
All right.
Silent night. tell